What's up everyone, this is Ryan here. Today I'm going to do a talking video of the John Deere X580 mower. No, I know this thing's going to get used again this weekend. We're going to use it on Thursday because, well, I know since this thing's going to get used again this weekend because you can see how much it's because last time it was used since Sunday, it was like 2 days ago you can see, but I know since the Friday you can see exactly how much I expected. I like to get a 54 inches LD deck on it you can see because you know I expected this thing exactly. The Kawasaki engine on here exactly, the 44 horsepower. It actually looks, it's not a bad looking mower in my opinion, but you can see how much expected this thing exactly, which is pretty much what you expected this machine exactly. And then you know how expected this thing exactly because every time, when you, push the deck up, like you put the PTO up, and then when you try to hit backwards, the deck will shut off, you can see. So you have to push this again, and then pull it back up again, and that's what you expected this thing. But for how much you expected this thing exactly, which is how much you expected this thing exactly, the old X500 so they used a bunch of pull jabs, like you can see, but it's just like the cup to dead. You know how it's expected you just pull up and then push down and you're done using it. It's got a cruise control, which is definitely how much we expected this thing exactly. You can see it's got a parking brake right here. Again, because I mean this thing, the parking brake is plastic. The floor is actually plastic because I see one videos they snap out the floor just like right out here, like, which I'm surprised in this thing holding up completely. Which it's not how much expected because this the fall in the choke it just is separate you can see, but it's connected by this carburetor right there you can see because the X580 does not have that. It has the electronic fuel injection, so it's just got the no choke and falls are separate you can see, but the other models that have the choke and fall all one here, which I don't like that design, which is definitely how much expected things. Now if I get on the mower for a second you can see I mean, look at how, I mean, basically how this is achieved, you can see. You got the motor right here. They got rid of stupid, we got the reverse optimizer, which people just don't like the reverse optimizer because every time you want to back up, this thing would that thing will shut off and you have to push this button to keep it going in reverse because if you don't, it would just shut the whole deck off, you can see, which I don't like that feature if you can see because I wish that someone, I hope someone would get bypassed the stupid IO switch at some point because we don't have to keep hitting this button every time we want to back up. You can see this one here. It's still got 39 hours on it, but at some point it's gonna hit 40 hours on some point this year for 2025 exactly. Which it's definitely what it is exactly. You can see the battery here is the original battery was cracked on this thing, but this is a new battery you can see because it's a way what's this battery here? I think this is a I think it's coin cranking up you can see, but this is the most expensive one because this is actually a very nice machine because you can see because you know how expected this thing exactly, you can see how much expected this thing exactly, which if I was really you can see how much expected this you can see, but at some point this driver's gonna give up at some point because you see there's some cracks right there you can see, but other than that you can see, but before I close the hood for a second then you can see, I mean look at how this thing that's here is, the battery has to take enough juice to turn the starter over you can see, and I did blow the fuse by accident one time ago because I was trying to jump start this thing exactly, which, like I said, if the fuse is blown, it won't do anything until you put a new fuse in, and that looks pretty cool in my opinion. So, but you can see how much I expected this mower here exactly, you can see. And I do like this mower, so this thing will get used again this weekend as well because you see how much expected this is exactly. It's a pretty nice looking mower in my opinion. It's got a 54 inch deck, you see, but this is a pretty nice looking, this thing will get used again this weekend.